evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tennessee Jamboree, UWA's once-a-year Rumble Spectacular. We're going to get right into this show right here, right now, but we're going to announce some entrants that have already been announced firsthand, starting off with somebody who's won this match before, maybe the odds-on favorite for right now, that being the Grim Reaper, Joe Anderson. Then following him is the Heritage Champion, Atomic Titan. A good pick for sure. Then the Black Label is next. Tristan Taylor, announced early the Southern Champion. Then the newcomer, Xavier Thorne, followed in part by the Underground Champion, Dalton Skull, the Hardcore Soldier. Then that big monster, the mean, nasty Cerberus, will join them. Then Jake Kemp enters the match after declaring himself. Then two new ones right now, the Southern Viking from the industry. And finally, for some reason, we have the Eagle. Now, let's get straight to the Tennessee Jamboree match. We're going to go down to the ring. Let's see who drew number 1 and number 2. And how apropos that this man draw number 1. He has a history with this type of thing. What a number 1 that we have this year. It's quite the contrast last year. From, I believe, Buzzsaw Billy was number 1 last year, but here comes Joe Anderson. Joe Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, before won a countdown battle royal from the number 1 position to become the first UWA World Heavyweight Champion nearly 2 years ago. If he can do that, he can do this. Joe Anderson might go all the way and win the Tennessee Jamboree and keep it in the industry with a main event with Chase Sullivan at Final Destination number 2. As we see who drew number 2. Oh, here we go. From somebody who drew number 1 in a very apropos way, the person who draws number 2 wants to tear Joe Anderson limb from limb. These two, Sammy Slade, number 2, these two do not like each other, not one bit. What a way to start the Tennessee Jamboree with these two. Number 1, number 2. I can hardly wait to see who is going to come out as the rest of the 24 entrants in this match. This is sure to be probably the best Tennessee Jamboree yet. Both of these men making their very first appearance in the Tennessee Jamboree as Sammy Slade gets out the toys. Kendo sticks, other types of various sticks, chairs. His own 2 feet and fists are weapons. 2 dangerous individuals in a dangerous type of match. This is going to be, without a doubt, the most electrifying opening to a Tennessee Jamboree that we have seen thus far. What could happen here? Only God knows. And we're just awaiting now. Ding, ding! There's the bell. Here we go. The 2023 Tennessee Jamboree is underway. Joe Anderson, number 1. Sammy Slade, number 2. What the hell is going to happen in this match as they stare each other down? 2 dangerous individuals. Joe Anderson throws one of those meat hook punches. Rocks Sammy Slade, maybe momentarily. Sammy Slade, left hand up of his own. Does not phase the Reaper, but Anderson another meat hook and takes him down. Slade has gone down. Joe Anderson is my early pick going forward. He's won it from number 1 before. He can most certainly do it again as he unloads big hands onto Sammy Slade in the corner. Now Anderson going to Brett's rope to do some punches. Trying to wear down Sammy Slade. Anything goes in this match. As you can see right there. Anything goes. Low blows, weapons don't matter. The only way to eliminate your opponent is both feet must touch the floor. Over the top rope. And now Sammy Slade, big blockbuster off the second rope. And the countdown's going. Who's going to enter number 3?
6, 5, 4.
With 2 heavy hitters like this already, we can only expect great things from here. Who's it going to be? Well, that music sounds like it could be somebody from the industry. One of the industry members will come out as number 3, but who is it going to be? It could be any one of them. It's a Southern Viking. Southern Viking enters number 3. We have not had a chance to see this guy shine yet, but this is his time to go as he goes right for Sammy Slade and right for Joe Anderson. Anything goes. It's Airman for himself here. Maybe they both want a shot at Sullivan. Wow! As Anderson is just teeing off on the Southern Viking. Slade's in the comfort on the back. Gonna take Viking to Punch City. And, oh, God! Takes Sammy Slade down with that kendo stick, that Singapore cane. It's an instrument of torture in most third world countries, but here, it's as common as a damn straw. The steel chair, the solid steel chair brought into the equation by Joe Anderson. Picks up Southern Viking, kicks him in the gut. Oh, God! DDT on the chair, scrambles his brains, look like a damn IHOP special. As Slade is choking him with that noose. Modified STF with a damn noose. The violence is already on display. These men want to win this match, to go on to FD2 to get a world title shot. The countdown goes again. Number 4 will momentarily enter this match. Big cravat kick from Anderson. Oh no! Oh Lord! Folks, let me ask you this question. It's a question of survival. Tell me something. Who in the hell is going to take Cerberus out of this match? He's the biggest man in this match. Who's going to get that guy over the top? Oh, God! Slade from behind with a sneak attack with a chair. Cerberus with a big form takes Slade down to the one knee. The big monster will dominate this match. Cerberus' first time in a Jamboree. Might be his most lucky time. Cerberus could go and win the entire thing from his position. We know Jake Kemp last year won it from number 13. So anything is possible in this match. And Cerberus is picking his opponents to pieces like a lion in a great Roman Colosseum. Throws the Viking through the corner. Cerberus runs at him. Oh, hip attack. Cerberus goes down. Slade. What's Sammy Slade gonna do here? Joe's dazed from that punch and that kick. What is Sammy Slade gonna do when the chips are down? Slade punches Cerberus right out of the way. Sammy Slade, what's he gonna do, this crazy bastard? What the hell? Sasuke special! Sasuke special! Cutter! The Sasuke special into a cutter. What agility by Slade. Number 5 is incoming now. Got the whole building shaking as these two guys get to their feet to get some energy. Anderson is down. And who's this? I believe I know that music, but I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know my theme music as much as I should. I think it's, yep, it is. JR Ford, PWF, part of the Infinity Connection. All the Infinity shows that represent, oh God! Sorry, I was interrupted, but Jesus Christ. Joe Anderson is going ham. Big splashes to everybody. And a big man. Punch for, oh God. This is why Joe Anderson is my pick. He's taking everybody apart systematically. He is letting no time pass. He is consistently on the warpath with every single person. Anderson, spear by the Viking! Out of the Reaper's playbook comes a spear. As J.R. Ford tries to throw some haymakers, Slade ducks it. Sammy Slade has the chair, ascends the rope. Sammy Slade could go from number 2 to win this whole thing. I can see that happening. Slade has the chair, brings it down on J.R. Ford's back. As the Viking is trying to suplex Cerberus. He can't get him up. My God! Cerberus deadlifts it. Talk about a sheer drop. And Sammy Slade has the chair. J.R. Ford takes him out, though. As now Cerberus and J.R. Ford slugging it out. The other 3 men are down. Big punch from Cerberus takes J.R. Ford down. The countdown's going. Number 6, soon to make his way into this match. Who could it be? Oh, wait. Oh. It's King Savage from BYCW. We've not seen him in UWA since July of last year. King Savage, the crazy guy from BYCW. He'll do anything to win a match. He may be small, but he backs a punching. Oh, God. Slade with that big kick. J.R. Ford splashes it in the corner. Cerberus with a big hip attack on Southern Viking. The match. Slade springboard. What the hell was that? Sammy Slade is an innovator of offense. Waits in the corner. King Savage gets out J.R. Ford. The first elimination of the match has just happened. J.R. Ford had a good showing for what it was worth, but King Savage got the better of him. We are now down to 5 people in the ring. We are awaiting number 7. Southern Viking gets King Savage on his shoulders. Fireman's carry. Slam. Attitude adjustment, whatever you want to call it. Plants him. As Cerberus and Sammy Slade go one-on-one. In the corner, Joe Anderson. Joe Anderson is taking some much-needed breather as the countdown goes. Number 7 will enter this match momentarily as the crowd counts down. Who is it going to be? Now, wait a minute. Business has just picked up. Here comes Jake Kemp. The winner of last year's Tennessee Jamboree, won it from number 13. Kemp comes in like a house of fire. Immediately going after Joe Anderson. See Sammy Slade. Goes after Sammy Slade too. It's Airman for himself. Stopping some mud holes in Sammy Slade. Kicks the Southern Viking. Plants him. Those big kicks. This match. Oh my goodness. We have not seen this one. Jake, Kemp, and Cerberus are staring each other down. Gonna go fisticuffs. Kemp's gonna get some jabs on him. Cerberus with a big forearm. The shoulder. Kemp. Oh God, Kemp just got taken down by the forearms of Cerberus. One of the most dangerous strikers in UWA is Cerberus. Jake Kemp is no slouch himself. But with a guy like Cerberus, one punch is enough. It's Kemp favoring that knee. King Savage stomping up the Southern Vikings. Sammy Slade, Joe Anderson are both down. We are awaiting the number 8 entrant in this match. Whoever that may be, as we see a bunch of great competitors in the ring for the Jamboree. It's been a great event so far. Okay, there's the counter. As we await number 8 in the Jamboree match. Who is it going to be? Slade! Wow! Buckshot lariat! Up! Up! It's one of the industry. Who's it going to be? Tristan Taylor, the Southern champion. And he has a history with Jake Kemp and Sammy Slade, particularly Sammy Slade. He screwed Sammy Slade in the winner-take-all match back in January. Goes right after Kemp. The Southern champion is a house of fire. As Joe Anderson stalking King Savage. Sammy Slade, wow! Discus lariat to the back of the head. Whoa, what the hell was that? Some kind of stunner. Wait, whoa, wait. Slade killer. Here's a reminder of what they're fighting for here, folks. The main event slot at Final Destination 2 this May against the World Heavyweight Champion, no gimmicks needed, Chase Sullivan, who earlier this month defended the world title against Buzzsaw Billy in a match that we can't show because of its violence. It's now all the competitors are going at it. Sammy Slade with a big kick in the corner. Southern Viking with a flatliner. This truly shows you the dynamic offense. The dynamic offense of the UWA roster. Sammy Slade pulling out moves we have not seen. Taylor rushing him. Big knee in the corner. Taylor is a brawler. He's taking down Jake Kemp. King Savage, the crazy Southerner, gets up. stomping on the ankles of Southern Viking, who has a major history with. Slade going to get at him. The counter's going to go down. We are looking for number 9. At the Tennessee Jamboree, we are looking for number 9. Kemp and Cerberus, we're going to team up on Southern Viking. As well, oh, here we go. Here comes a heavy hitter. Here comes Dalton Skull, the underground champion. Here we go. The hardcore soldier hits the ring, assaulting everybody with those weapons. Viking almost got eliminated. Viking's, oh no, wait, no, Viking's out. Don't Skull, twist of fate. Takes Sammy Slade down, bicycle kicks to both Kemp and Cerberus catches on Savage. Interception. Slade with a kendo stick. There's so much action happening in a short time. Cerberus is not affected by the kendo stick. Kemp getting up, headshot out of nowhere to Sammy Slade. Takes Slade with a kendo stick. Cerberus has one too. Tristan Taylor is on the outside, and he has dragged Sammy Slade with him. Both men have not been eliminated. The only ones eliminated thus far have been J.R. Ford and the Southern Viking. As Joe Anderson gets choked by the monster Cerberus. As we await number 10, Kemp gets blindsided with a kendo stick. Now, a sword fight's going to take place here. Here we go. Number 10's going to come up momentarily. There's the counter. Who could number 10 be? Who could it be? Now, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. As much as I hate to say it, this is a heavy hitter. This is a definite heavy hitter. Here comes a man no stranger to any one of us. A man who has shaken UWA to its very core. The Heritage Champion. Atomic Titan. Probably another surefire pick to win. Is a lot of experience held on championships. A lot of the men in that ring want a piece of the Heritage Champion. Sammy Slade's not going to wait. Titan gets hung up in the curtain. Slade and Titan are going at it one-on-one. Slade is going to toss in Titan to Kemp. Kemp wants a piece of Titan. No. On the apron. Sammy Slade's holding him. Kemp's just going to get him. Cerberus joins in the fight. Cerberus is going to join in the fight. Kemp looking around. Gets Taylor. As Cerberus delivers those big meat hooks right to Titan's chest. To knock all the wind out. To knock all the wind out of him. Slade with a missile drop kick. To Titan on the apron. Cerberus and Joe Anderson are teaming up on Jake Kemp. This is every man for himself. And the alliance can happen. Anything can happen at the Tennessee Jamboree, and we're seeing it. Kemp's trying to resist. He's trying to fight. No. In the corner. Taylor gets out of the way. Big splash by both men. Kemp towers down. Titan with a kendo stick. Taking out King Savage. Gonna get him up now. As we await number 11, spear by Taylor. Right in front of the Grim Reaper. We are 10 entrants down. We have 13 more to go. Number 11, due out momentarily. And well, who better? A talented guy, a newcomer, Xavier Thorne. Made his debut last month at Genesis. He was screwed out of the Heritage title. And he wants a chance at redemption tonight. He wants to win a shot for the world title with Sullivan. Kemp squaring up to everybody. Sammy Slade is staring down Xavier Thorne. Kemp trying to take Anderson down. Savage is down. And those two Savage looking on as Thorne and Slade get on each other. Now, Skull, Cerberus, and Taylor are triple teaming King Savage. as Joe gets all of them. Savage, oh no. Joe has King Savage. Anderson has King Savage, and he heaves him over the top rope, and Savage has been eliminated. Savage has been eliminated. I'm being told they have something. Oh, not this shit again. What in the... okay, the feed's been interrupted. I'm not sure what's going on, but folks, that was strange. Feed's being interrupted. I'm being told... Wait, no, there's an entry. Well, no one's coming out. This was the Eagle's number, but nobody's coming out. The Eagle apparently was supposed to be number 12, but unfortunately nobody is coming out. The song is a banger. Everybody in the ring has come to a complete standstill, and the fight continues. All man, Kemp, Anderson, Taylor, Slade, Titan, Skull, and Thorne and Cerberus. What a who's who lineup here. Wait, Sammy Slade. Powerbomb by Joe Anderson and Sammy Slade. Everybody's down in some kind of heat. The Industry are in one corner. As we await entrant number 13, Cerberus is teeing off on Xavier F. and Thorne Titan with an elbow drop. The Industry letting Joe Anderson, who's been at number 1, take a breather. Oh, wait a minute, Taylor. Oh, well, whatever submission he was thinking of, Cerberus just bitch slapped him. That was fantastic. Titan and Kemp are going to go. Titan has Kemp on the ropes, so Anderson is just watching. Anderson's going to go, maybe try to help, but Kemp is striking Anderson, trying to chop him as hard as he can to get to the vest. The countdown is going. Number 13 is on his way to the ring. There's a lot going on. Thorne has a chair, gets Slade. A lot's happening here. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Well, folks, it's one of the sideshow. We don't know which one. It's Pogo, the demented clown, the right-hand man to the all-seeing eye, Robbie Andrews, slowly making his way to the ring in that bloody suit that smells like pig's blood for some reason. As now, this weird-looking clown is entering the ring. Dalton Skull spies him. Dalton Skull goes straight for the man that he's been fighting for months. Big knee. As Kemp is fighting Cerberus in the corner. Now Kemp wants a piece of Pogo. Oh, God, with a strike from Pogo, though. Takes Kemp down. Good Lord, Pogo just took down a former world champion. Somebody who's won this match before as Dalton Skull. Speaking of people who could win this match, Dalton Skull has a very good chance of winning this contest. As Joe Anderson is questioning his life. This is a very chaotic match. A lot of things are happening at one time. Dalton Skull gets him, hits him. Whoa! Sends him through the piece of that table. But Kemp has a headlock. Headlock on the hardcore soldier. The ring is filling up with individuals. Joe Anderson, wait a minute. Spear through the table again. That is one unlucky clown. And again, in this world today, there's been a lot of unlucky clowns. As we await number 14. Spear by Cerberus to Joe Anderson now. That table is getting used and abused like Pamela Anderson. Now, Sammy Slade with a buckshot again. And the countdown's going. Number 14's going to make his way. Uh-oh. It's another sideshow member. Could it be Jason? Or Suicide? Which one's it going to be? Oh, my God! Number 14 is the all-seeing eye. His in-ring return to UWA, Robbie Andrews. Look at that. The all-seeing eye has made his appearance and is cradling what looks to be his child, that weird-looking clown guy. Robbie Andrews making his way to the ring. But wait a minute, oh no! Anderson and Cerberus get... Oh, Pogo's not out yet. Pogo's trying to hold on. Pogo's trying to hold on. Spear! Takes Pogo out of the match. That's unfortunate for Robbie Andrews. Joe, you took out his weird-looking kid, and now you're going to pay for it. Sleeper hold by Robbie Andrews. The all-seeing eye has not wrestled in UWA for a long time. Slade went off the rope for something. The camera didn't quite catch it. As Cerberus, Robbie Andrews is going to face a lot of people who he's not familiar with, but then some that he is. As now Cerberus is teeing off on the all-seeing eye. On Asmodeus, Robbie Andrews. Robbie's going to fight to the corner. Oh, uh-oh. The camera's catching it. Kemp and Robbie Andrews are no stranger to one another. Kemp broke into wrestling through Robbie Andrews, and his first feud with Robbie Andrews back in the day. As Slade, oh my God, through Blue Thunder Bomb. Blue Thunder Bomb to Xavier Thorne. Slade is feeling it. He's taken 3 perks, and he is on one. Slade and Kemp stare one another down as we await number 15. We are now officially nearly halfway through this match. Who in the world could number 15 be? What is this ominous music playing throughout the arena? Kemp looks surprised. Does he know something that we don't? What exactly? It's a heart monitor. What is going on here? Who could number 15? Oh my God, no! No! There is no way that this music is playing right now. There's no way that he's actually here. He can't be here right now. This better not be some kind of trick. If he's actually here, it's gonna blow the roof off of this place. Is he here? He's here! Number 15, CJ, is back. He's back. After the industry took him out in September, held him in captivity, CJ is here. Look at the look of emotion on that man's face. And the industry has now just shit their collective pants. Because walking to the ring is somebody who wants to kill them for what they've done. Jake Kemp said that CJ wouldn't be here, but by God, it's a miracle. We got to remind you real quickly what he's fighting for. The main event of FD2 against Chase Sullivan for the world title. Something happened off camera. We want to quickly show it to you while we were showing that. Xavier Thorne got thrown out by all the collective men. And CJ and Kemp are staring the industry down. Titan shoves CJ. Kemp goes for CJ, and CJ tees off on Tristan Taylor. Yet you have to wonder, he's been off since September. He's still probably nursing that leg injury. As look at this, CJ and Cerberus are staring off a lot of men in this ring that CJ has not competed with. CJ and Kemp are teaming up. Pigs have flown. After all, it was CJ who was saved by Kemp and Jared Black. You got to think there's a bit of camaraderie there. Even Robbie's working with Kemp. Nobody in this ring likes Titan except for his teammates. Slade, super kick to Titan. Skull wants some bicycle kick. Titan's getting teamed more than Mia Khalifa as he gets stomped down. CJ and Kemp are staring each other down. But they're not fighting each other. They're on the same page. Kemp's going to go after Joe Anderson. Now the timer's going to go down once again. Timer's ticking away. Ticking away. Knee by CJ to Titan. Taylor has Slade in the corner. CJ is just cornering Atomic Titan. As who's this now? Oh, here comes Suicide. From the sideshow, Suicide making his way to the ring. Another one of Robbie Andrews' weird, creepy disciples. Slade and I believe Slade did go over the top rope. They're both on the apron. Slade, oh God! Someone get oh, but CJ takes him out. CJ takes him out. I believe he took him out. And look at this. CJ and Jake Kemp are teaming together to beat the shit out of whatever Suicide is. As Robbie Andrews giving a signature offense to Dalton Skull, Cerberus is dazed and confused. As Joe Anderson, oh, look at that stare off back there. Wait, no. Oh, chair shot to the ribs. The Southern champion is destroying Sammy Slade. Oh no. Oh no. Taylor, don't. There's a lot of commotion going on. Kemp and Titan are fighting outside. Taylor, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do Oh, God. What the fuck? Dawn's on the rope. Splash from the rafters. There's pandemonium going outside of this ring. Look at you big man, you little scrawny little needle neck bastard. You took him out, but for what? The man was put through a table, landed on concrete, and you just concussed him. What type of sick individual does that? And he's not done with him. No, he's dragging him. Looks to be number 17 on his way to the ring now. Number 17 on his way to the ring. Look at that scene back there. Kemp and CJ are just idly watching. They're on the same page for once. That's pretty interesting. In the match, Cerberus, Robbie Andrews, Dalton Skull, Set Suicide, Jake Kemp, and CJ. Who's going to come out now? Number 17. We await anxiously. Who's it going to be? Some anticipation being built up here. Man, this guy loves to make somebody wait, doesn't he? I wonder who this could be. Who's going to make an appearance number 17? By God, it's JD Mercer! JD Mercer is back in UWA. He was at Underground Unleashed 2 years ago, making his return after a few years away. Pretty much a Grand Slam title holder in SVBW. Coming in now to take out Cerberus. JD Mercer has returned to UWA. Oh shit, look back there. As Mercer and Robbie Andrews, there's a feud at one time between those two. It's been rekindled here. Whoa, my God. Atomic Titan, stroke? He stroked him, no homo. Wait, Dawn Skull has Kemp. Salida del Sol! Titan is on the apron. He's not been eliminated. CJ and Dalton Skull team up to take on... Oh. Well, there's a stare down. A fun fact for you. The very first Warfare in UWA. Okay. Well, unfortunately, JD Mercer has walked into a minefield and his shoes covered in glue. CJ... Oh, well, fuck. CJ, Cerberus, JD Mercer, Jake Kemp, Robbie Andrews, Dalton Skull, and Suicide. Robbie's teeing up on CJ back there. As Cerberus and Jake Kemp go at one another. Wait, Dalton Skull got Suicide. Dalton Skull got Suicide. Suicide goes over the rope. Good Lord. Robbie Andrews, the chop block. And that's to his injured leg. His leg's been healed. His leg is healed. Was it? Oh, good Lord. So Suicide is clearly upset. As now, look at this double teaming. They're double teaming him. Who would have thought we would have saw this? Over a year ago, those two wanted to kill each other. And now they're just being friendly to one another. This is the resistance versus the industry now. And the sideshow is there as well. Robbie Andrews sent to the corner. JD Mercer going to run into him. Big splash by Mercer. Cerberus just decks. And I mean just decks Kemp. Joe Anderson has been in since number 1, folks. Been in for a total of over 30 minutes so far. Joe Anderson is a true marvel of a physical wrestler. Oh, shit. Titan. CJ's going straight for Titan. I don't think there's nothing that CJ wants more than to win the Jamboree and fight Chase Sullivan for the world title. A title that he's held before. As JD Mercer and Dalton Skull tee off in the corner. Jake Kemp is trying to find his way. There's now so much going on here. There's a lot going on, but we can't really fucking see it. I don't know what's going on here. Showing the wreckage from earlier of Sammy Slade's unfortunate concussion. Back to the ring. Titan has Kemp. Kemp goes over the rope. Kemp's out. And that is a shame. Now Cerberus and CJ teaming up now to take on Atomic Titan. The Heritage Champion is in trouble. What's going on here? Oh shit, that's a rope. Kemp has that rope. CJ now. CJ's going to deposit Titan now. Kemp gets him. Kemp's got it now. Now they're brawling. They're brawling to the back. More pandemonium going on. We like to stop the count to break them up. And they're still brawling back there. Stop the count to get them back. Cerberus and Skull tangled up now. Cerberus picks. Oh, God. Dumps him on his side. CJ on the outside slightly. JD Mercer, Joe Anderson, Robbie Andrews, Dalton Skull, CJ, and Cerberus. Cerberus is still in. He entered number 4. Joe Anderson's been there since number 1. Got to give it to both of those men for lasting so long in this type of match. As we come to a bit of a standstill. The competitors back there are trying to break up Kemp and Titan. They're still fighting. We aren't quite sure what's going on. The count has been stopped, so these guys are going to get a little bit more time to flex their muscles and show their strength. Dalton Skull, Robbie Andrews teeing up. Wait, whoa. Oh, God! It was a poetry. Emotion, instinct took over. Robbie Andrews and Dalton Skull worked together for a little bit. But Dalton Skull has wanted Robbie Andrews for some time. Oh, Mikey, shit. JD Mercer takes out Robbie Andrews. Now a stare down here from the monster Cerberus and the bulletproof JD Mercer. Bam! Headbutt! Right on the marker. Mercer with a kick to the shin. And now punching him. Getting him down. Getting the big man. JD. Gonna probably go. Oh! Diving clothesline. Dalton Skull, he might have been partially knocked out by Robbie Andrews or somebody because, goodness gracious, he's not moving. All these men are tired. Again, Joe Anderson has been there since number 1. And that was nearly 40 minutes ago. As CJ and the Grim Reaper teeing off on one another. They're old rivals. They're old enemies. Big knee to Anderson. These two have fought wars for the world title in the past. Wait, Robbie. Mercer has Andrews. Robbie's on the apron, headbutt. Robbie's out. The all-seeing eye is out there. He takes the damn curtains with him. Wow. JD Mercer with a huge elimination, taking out Robbie Andrews. As now Dalton Skull. Dalton Skull has him, big kick. Has him with a kick. This is breaking down fast. As now the ring. CJ Cerberus, Dalton Skull, JD Mercer, and Joe Anderson. Titan Titan and Kemp are still trying to get broken up. We aren't sure. Oh my God! What a forearm from Mercer. Takes the big man down. CJ and Joe Anderson are locking eyes. Like people who are destined to do something forever. They stare at one another. The wars those two have had in this ring and in this building will never be topped, probably. Anderson Superman punch to JD Mercer. A lot has happened. CJ has come back. And if he wasn't so out of it right now, I would call him my pick, but Joe Anderson still has my pick. Because Joe has lasted for 40 minutes in this match. I believe that makes him, I believe the man who, whoa, they're teaming up. Oh, God! K and K to Cerberus. K and K right to Cerberus. K and K to Cerberus, all of them. Trying to get, nope, Cerberus went to the bottom rope. He's not been eliminated. Smart thinking there by Cerberus. Goodness gracious, folks. As a knee takes down JD Mercer. Basically, you have pretty much a 5-man field right now. I do believe Titan and Kemp have been broken up. Both men have been separated, gone to their respective dressing rooms. The count will begin, hopefully sometime soon. It's been more than a minute, 20 seconds. We apologize for that, folks. It was a very vicious backstage fight. Now, maybe, just maybe. Wait a minute. Wait, someone's coming on out here. The timer wasn't shown. Who could this be? Okay, I seriously have to question the validity of this Jamboree thing. Why is he doing that? Does somebody want to tell me why, in the year of our Lord 2023, why Disco Jefe is not only wearing a Nacho Libre mask, but an MTV shirt, and he sold J. Kemp shoes? What is going? He's doing what appears to be tap dancing polka. Dalton Skull is joining him. Joe just hammers him Mia Khalifa style. He's gonna pick him up. No, he's just Cerberus! Cerberus is out! You got a feel for that guy. He was in since number 4. What a run by Cerberus, but damn, what a weird time. The fucking weird dancing immigrant comes in, and then Cerberus gets dumped out. And Joe is dead, pretty much. Mercer is in the corner, and now CJ and Dalton Skull have seen this weird-looking individual dressed like a popsicle. Well, actually, not a popsicle. We already have a popsicle. Now Dalton Skull delivering martial arts kick. CJ with a big boot to him, just kills him. Leg drop, brother. JD Mercer is acquiring a steel chair in a round position as now Dalton Skull pulls on, nails him in the back, and now X-Video style hits him in the fucking dick. And nobody cares. Not one person in this arena cares about this Disco Jefe's testicles. CJ and JD Mercer face off. Dalton Skull now picks up that weird-looking individual. JD Mercer's shoe has fallen off. That's unfortunate. Joe Anderson with a Superman, whatever that thing is. And now Disco Jefe has been thrown over like yesterday's garbage, which he is. As Dalton Skull physically assaults Dalton Skull with that giant brown tube. Disco Jefe wanders off aimlessly into the sunset, hoping to be hit by a fucking bus.
He promised you to start about.
And yes, I'm being biased. I don't like that guy. Stiff knee in the parking lot. Now JD Mercer is just been blindsided, and not Michael Orr style. Fortunately, as we come to a standstill. Spear! Finally some action. Thank you, Joe. I still hate you, but thank you. Spear by Joe Anderson. This is looking to be, quite possibly, this is a great 4 individuals. Any 4 of these guys could win the whole match. CJ, JD Mercer, Dalton Skull, Joe Anderson. But I think all the fans want to see CJ take it home.
They were all predicting this. They wanted this to happen, and it has happened. The miracle has come true, but the only question is, from number 15, can the miracle actually come to fruition? Joe Anderson has been in there since number 1 and has dominated this match full force and full scale. As JD Mercer dies, Dalton Skull and Joe Anderson lay in a heap on the floor. DDT! Thunderous DDT! Is now, apparently a second brawl has erupted in the back. And it's not Titan and Kemp. Unfortunately, it was Disco Hefe and the janitor. Yes, they're fighting. Oh, well, no. Okay, Kemp and Titan are also fighting again. Okay, there's a giant brawl going on backstage with the timer has been stopped momentarily. Guys, get your shit together, please. We have a show to do. Word to God, sometimes these people are like animals. You really can't raise them. You really can't talk to them. Joe Anderson viciously stomps down on his 3 other opponents. I can't say I have a clear favorite. I have a kind of a tie. It's probably between Joe and CJ. CJ being a striking machine and Joe being a pure cardio animal. Joe has been in there, I must remind you, for almost 50 minutes, close to an hour. Ever since the number 1 position, he has outlasted some very good competitors. So has CJ and Dalton Skull and JD Mercer. All of them. Joe off the rope. Signature Joe Anderson offense. As Dalton Skull crawls to the top rope, exorcist style, to just get up there. Dalton, big dive. Oh, wait. The counter? The counter's back on. Who could this be coming up here? Number 22? Number 20? No, 21. 21. It's been a long evening. Wait a minute. Nickelback. Nickelback? Who's playing Nickelback? Whose theme song is this? What the hell is that? What the? Leroy? Spelled Leeroi? Leroy? Who is Leroy? And why is he built like a sack of potatoes? Looks like a SpongeBob character. Why is he doing that? Leroy is in the ring. Unfortunately, I don't know what this is about, folks. It's like current day Shawn Michaels. Oh no! No, Leroy! CJ's gonna toss Leroy straight out of this match. Bye. I don't know where you came from. You look, you're from maybe I don't know. Let's say Arkansas. Arkansas. That is really irrelevant. That is very irrelevant. I'm of course talking about Leroy. Unfortunately, Leroy. JD Mercer attacks CJ, throws him into the corner. CJ, that mask is very thick. It barely, it affects his head. As Dalton Skull and Joe Anderson are now both. What is Dalton even doing anymore? He is out of his mind. Then again, is he not? Joe Anderson now. The tide has even. Okay, here comes the countdown. Number, I believe this is number, I think it's 22? 22. Whatever we're at this point. Nameplate will show it. Look, folks, I'm pretty tired. I've seen a lot of shit tonight. I've seen Leroy. I've seen Disco Hefe. CJ came back. What else could... Is that Rock and Roll McDonald's? No! It's the Monkeys! Number 20. I was wrong then. What is going on here? Who let these simians into this match? Why is he fucking rope? Why does that monkey have no shirt on? He's pizza. What is Dalton Skull Pertix spelling? What's he doing up there? Now the monkey's groping one another. He's twisting his nipples viciously. What does this match come to? So that means Leroy was number 19. The monkeys are 20, which means we only have 3 entrants left, as now the rest of the field are physically assaulting all these monkeys. K&K to the monkey. As now both of them are out. I don't care. Both out. Can we please... Will a real wrestler please stand up? Will somebody stand up? What is going on here? And CJ still just designates Mercer. Joe is assaulting another monkey. You can say that he is spanking the monkey as he is doing this match. That monkey has a cookie sheet and gives himself type 5 concussion. He has no more brain cells, much like me after watching this fucking show. The pizza monkey is running away viciously. Where is God now? What has happened to God? He would not let this happen in a normal circumstance. As Dalton Skull elbow drops JD Mercer, we are still down to 4. Next is number 21. Now one can only hope this is a legitimate force that is not a dancing immigrant, whatever Leroy is, and 2 actual marsupials. Dalton Skull and Joe. Oh, well, Dalton now also has. Oh, no! Burning hammer position. Burning hammer position. What the hell is that? The timer goes down. 21. Coming out momentarily. 21 coming out momentarily. My mind is broken. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait just a minute. Wait a sec. Is that? Holy Jesus.
Holy shit.
Well, I'll be damned. It's Jay Wild. The business has just picked up here. The Prophet is in the underground arena, and he looks furious. He also looks very handsome today. He looks very handsome. Wearing that paint, and he's got that beard, tassels. Dude's looking cool. My mind is fried. Welcome to UWA Jay Wild. Starting off with JD Mercer, bulletproof versus props. Bullets usually beat props. You find, skull fractures. I don't know. Mercer against the ropes, fighting Jay Wild, who thought, see, this is why the Tennessee Jamboree is so special, because you never know what type of matchups that you're going to get. JD Mercer versus Jay Wild is coming out here. In the corner. Throws Mercer. Big chop. Very good chop. Jay Wild. They're fighting for FD. Oh, wait. Someone else is going to come out. As Jay Wild hammers on. Spear by Anderson. My God. Out of complete nowhere. Oh, no. Well, there's only one more sideshow member that could possibly enter this match. They might have saved the nastiest bastard in that group for last. Why does Robbie Andrews have the underground title? The all-seeing eye. There's that clown in the back. No JR for it. That is in fact Pogo. What the hell happened to Jason? No, wait. Dalton Skull's out. Dalton Skull's in there for number 9. Jay Wild just screwed him over. Look at this in the ring. Jay Wild and CJ gonna tie up here. What are these freaks doing? They're escorting Dalton Skull away to the back with Robbie Andrews looking like Brother Love holding the underground title. CJ is on a big tear. European uppercuts to everybody. It's so European, his teeth have now rotted, but Jay Wild has moved. Big chop from Jay Wild. Now Jason will enter the ring in what looks to be DDT Spice CJ directly on his head. He might need to go back to the hospital after that one. Now Jay Wild stares down this weird-looking man in what looks to be a gimp mask. What's happened to Jason? But Mercer blindsides Jay Wild. No. As now we have 5 men in this match, 2 more entrants to go. There's a claw to the back of the head. The action has stood still as Jason is just using that iron claw. Now a big jab to hit. Oh no! CJ with a chop block to Jason. Big axe handles to Jason. Now Mercer and Anderson working on Jay Wild. Jay Wild with big strikes being taken to the head. He might get concussed. Or he might already be. Flatliner! This has been a crazy show. CJ came back. Robbie Andrews showed up. Jay Wild's here. monkeys, immigrants. We have everything down here at the UWA Arena. Everything is in motion. 2 entries left. Bulldog! Bulldog by CJ.
10 pounds of crack.
As now, 5 men in the ring. Jay Wild, Joe Anderson, JD Mercer, CJ, and Jason. Fans want water. Are they going to get water? Walks the rope. Oh, elbow drop from Jay Wild. Prime has been poured on him. He's covered in prime. That's technically water, except in third world countries. Now, Jay Wild and Joe Anderson have teamed up to give Jason his worst fear, a cheap energy drink, aka water. This match is divulging into a high school lunchroom fight. Unless it already has. Again, 2 more people to go. Mercer targets Anderson. Jay Wild with CJ. Jason is grasping for life, much like he did out of the womb. He's built like a sack of spuds. Maybe one gumball machine. I'm going crazy. It's been probably the best jamboree that we've had so far. Any one of these men, maybe even Jason, could win this match. We still have 2 entrants left. A lot of shit is going on in this match. It's craziness. Crazy shit is going on here. Was that a cravat kick by JD Mercer? Wait. Oh. No. Gonna get, wrenching his neck on the top rope. Smart strategy. Getting all the airflow out of him. JD Mercer in full control. Mercer. Stun gun. When do you see that? Once again drags his throat across the top rope. Jay Wild is gasping for air now. Jason applying the Mia Khalifa claw to JD Mercer, choking him for dear life. Joe Anderson, mind you, still in from number 1. It has been nearly a whole hour since Anderson entered the match. Jason spazzing around. I don't know why. He's still covered in that energy drink. Meat hook by Anderson, but Jason is unfazed. Jason is still not going down. Joe Anderson. Jason, big lariat! Jason has been laughed at and scoffed at. He did drown. He came back to life, apparently. He's back from the dead. His career revitalized. Oh no! Choke slam to the Reaper! And that might have messed up Joe's shoulder permanently. That was not a pretty landing. Jason is currently just, I don't know if this dude's on methamphetamine or something, but he is just out of it right now. He's out of it. He's just completely out of it. CJ rolls to the apron. He cannot be eliminated. Joe Anderson rolls to the outside too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Jay Wild throws Jason over the top rope. You sick freak. Over the top rope at full speed. Jason is twitching. Not subs. Straight up twitching. 3 men left in this match. Well, 4 men. Joe's out there. We still have 2 more to go. Once again, timer's not going down. I don't know what's going on. But I don't think y'all heard me. This has been a great show so far. Jason is stumbling like a straight towards the camera as Jay Wild gets completely decimated by CJ. Any one of these men can go on to win this match, but the next 2 entrants will be a very telling factor. We could have some big names, or maybe, just maybe, more monkeys. At this point, it's a mixed bag. It's like combining M&M's and cyanide. It's a very mixed bag here. Because now, everything is just unfolding right in front of our very eyes. I am being told that in the next couple of minutes, the counter will go back on. Number 23 will enter the ring. Thank God. Wait, ripcord. What the hell? CJ hit the Rainmaker. CJ hit the Rainmaker right in front of Jay Wild. Oh, no. Oh, Joe blocked. Okay, that was pretty good. Big punch by Joe. Teeing off on CJ. Well, Jay Wild tends to JD Mercer. Anderson for the corner. Big splash. Jay Wild to Brett's rope. Big diving clothesline. Jay Wilde could go on to win this match. We can see Jay Wilde versus Chase Sullivan at FD2. That's what they're fighting for. A chance for the world title at FD2. The counter is back on. Let's hope and pray to Jesus Almighty, heavenly above, that maybe somebody serious will come out. Jesus H. Christ. What in the... What is going on here? Who is this? Who is this? What the hell is that? Dick the Cock Johnson? You look different from last time I saw you, man. Dick, Moppy is dead. Unfortunately, Moppy is dead. Dick the Cock Johnson climbing the ropes, doing the Dwayne Johnson Moana pose. A lot of stuff is happening. We only have one more entrant left as Dick the Cock Johnson gets absolutely flabbergasted by Joe Anderson. I'm flabbergasted as to why I've not pulled the trigger on that gun that's near my desk. I am mentally exhausted. Any one of these men could win this match, folks. We're in here for the long run now. Joe Anderson has now been in this match for 1 whole hour. Ripcord by Jay Wilde. Damn! Well, the cock is dead. The cock has been demolished. You could say, oh, leg drop by JD Mercer from the second row as CJ does the Raven pose in the corner. That's pretty cool. You have one more entrant left. Number 24 should be out here momentarily. So much in this match has altered UWA. The return of CJ, the return of JD Mercer, the brawl between Titan and Kemp. Sammy Slade has been rushed to the hospital with a major concussion after that concerto by Tristan Taylor. Okay, rock bottom from Jay Wilde. Okay, that's pretty cool. CJ into the corner. He is hanging there. Nope, not going to make that joke. Hanging there by a thread. He will not be eliminated, though, as Jay Wilde chokes the life out of Joe Anderson. All of this, mind you, before the last entrance. Nearly an hour. Oh, lariat by CJ. I'm at my boiling point. I want to see the conclusion of this match, but at the same time, unfortunately, I'm losing brain cells. Now, all of these men, including, for some reason, Dick the Cock Johnson, are fighting their way from the... Yes, it's very ridiculous. I know. He blow Jay Wilde and then gets kneed in the face at full force. This is the weirdest 5 people in a ring that I've seen in a very long time. You got a Grim Reaper, a Prophet, a Masked Man, JD Mercer, and what looks like a school shooter in Dick the Cock Johnson. That is not funny, but it actually is. Now, the last entrant is on his way momentarily as Dick the Cock Johnson gets slid out, never to hopefully return. Walk off a cliff, please. Wait, stroke by JD Mercer! Hits the stroke. Bree-roo! Hits the stroke as Dick the Cock Johnson just makes his way calmly out of the arena to hopefully fuck off. As Mercer shoves his ass in CJ's face at full force. Number 24 is on his way. As Mercer ass attack once again to Joe Anderson. The last entry, we will have the final 5 after this. Oh, son of a bitch. Should have known that a good night like this would end on a buzzkill. As unfortunately coming out right now, why is he wearing that mask? He's like a Dollar General version. Let's see, Cody Flores, number 24, out with the Southern Champion Tristan Taylor, who earlier, at full force, full velocity speed, sonic speed, killed all of Sammy Slade's brain cells at one time with that cookie sheet and that chair. That is a Conchito. It seems today that all you see is the final 5 in this ring. For some reason, Taylor is joining in on the fun. Maybe he felt left out. Jay Wilde looking like a black metal dentist. As everything is going down, everything's... Wait, whoa. Taylor gets dumped over the ropes once again. Eliminated twice. So nice you had to see it twice. Popsicle is getting knee strike. K&K to Popsicle. He goes down, bounces off the ropes. Look at this final 5. CJ, Jay Wild, Joe Anderson, JD Mercer, Cody Flores. What a final 5 this is. You know, I got to say from our HR department, I'm sorry about my previous comments. I want to keep a job here. I don't want to go back to Starbucks. As now this final 5 is in full effect. Joe Anderson been in there now for nearly 1 hour and 10 minutes, meaning he has broken the record of being in there the longest, which is a very cool stat for Joe Anderson. Cody Flores has also broken a record for being the biggest bitch in this match. I'm supposed to be an unbiased commentator, but I don't like that guy. I don't like any industry. Cody Flores off Brett's rope. What the fuck was that? Forearm. One man must come down to this. We got to have a winner. And if it's Cody Flores, it's Cody Flores. If it's CJ, it's CJ. If it's JD Mercer, it's Mercer. If it's Anderson, Wild, it don't really matter. We're going to have a winner, though. I'm just mentally exhausted from this as Cody Flores grazes Jay Wild's thigh somewhat. Front face lock by the American Viper. Under there and just slams him down at full force. Wild goes to the second rope once again to hit that maybe patented elbow drop. And he just goes from high in the sky. From the high rent district, as they used to say back in the day when my dad had hair. Everything is coming down. Here at the 2023 Jamboree, everything is on the line as JD Mercer coffin drops his way into infamy. The final 5. And as Jay Wild and Joe Anderson are attempting to strike, they're going full pancrase. They're fighting one another at full speed. Well, about as full speed as 2 tired men can go. You have to appreciate their tenacity and their drive to succeed. CJ is being well over there in the corner. And wow, Jay Wild taking a playbook from Joe Anderson, whatever that face buster thing is. It always gets people, though. Good for him. As now the imposter CJ goes over to the real CJ and is going to have a little bit of, oh, no. No more kids for you. No little snakes crawling around. Not out of you or in you. That's not going to happen no more, buddy. Your balls have been weatherized. As now everything's falling apart. Backstage area is in pieces. Wait, Jay Wild! Jay Wild's teetering on the rope. Is he out? Is he out? No, he's not out? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now he's out. Jay Wild hits the concrete floor and will join Sammy Slade in the ER in the concussion ward. He is built like a strange-looking church. Say. The final 4 of this match is still going. Joe Anderson, JD Mercer, Popsicle, and CJ. All in a vicious battle to win this match and go on to main event FD2 against Chase Sullivan. For Joe Anderson, that's a very personal mission. He's to shrug off 1 hour of full fatigue. Wait! Scorpion death drop! Drops him! Good Lord. In the name of the Holy Steve Borden, that was a great Scorpion death drop. My God. And you have to wonder here, who has the advantage? I'm going to give it to CJ because Joe Anderson is just dead on the floor. I hope to God that none of these guys get serious here. Even Joe Anderson. This is a swear about honor and pride. As CJ throws Flores to the rope, he's teetering on the edge. K&K! And just like that, over the rope, God. Flores has been taken out. We are down to 3. We are down to 3. A forward roll. That's very agile for CJ. Forward roll there. It's pretty cool. That hurt leg is now giving him some bad problems, though. I might want to change my pick. Anderson. Actually, no. Mercer could do it, too. These 3 men have an even shot here. All 3 men are down. Only one can win. Only one can win. Everything is falling apart, and that's okay. And now, Mercer answers Superman punch to CJ, falls on over. The fans want CJ to win, but Willie, I don't know. I don't make the matches. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just the fucking commentator. As Mercer throws him to the rope, Joe ducks lariat to JD Mercer. Former United States champion is on the ropes, reeling Mercer. Oh, Mercer. It was a good showing. Came in at number 17. But look at this final two. We have seen this battle 2 times. CJ beat Joe Anderson for the world title and beat him once again in the rematch. And in the casket matches, Mercer is beside of himself here. The fans know that what is about to happen is going to be a slugfest of all slugfests. This is going to be probably the most vicious final two we've seen in the Jamboree short history. They square up. Punch by CJ. Meat hook by Anderson. One uppercut from CJ sends him reeling. Joe, oh sweet Jesus. Caught him in the side of the head. CJ, what's he gonna do here? Oh my God, shit! What a cutter! Good God! He wrenched his neck with that one. That was, God, killed him. But both men are out of gas. Both men are barely staying awake at this point. Both men are fighting for energy. They are fighting for even the slightest bit of chance in this match. They want to win. They want to go to FD2 to get the world title shot. They got to go through no gimmicks. You need Chase Sullivan. Well, a tough world champion. CJ's going to square him up. How he won the world title? Joe ducks. Spear! By the Grim Reaper. Both men are down.
Holy shit.
And Joe, he has been in here for an hour and 10 minutes, now going on to an hour and 12 minutes. CJ's been in here since number 15. Both men are tired. CJ comes off from a near career-ending kidnapping and leg injury. CJ. Oh no. Oh no, CJ. Thrown over. Wait. He was baiting him. He baited him into that. Front face lock to Anderson. Knee. Oh God, he caught him with a cane. Cane wants his foot touch the floor. A knee. Anderson falls off. CJ from nowhere is going to the main event of Final Destination 2. Chase Sullivan better count his blessings. There's a mean son of a bitch waiting for him. CJ has won the Tennessee Jamboree. Folks, thank you so much for tuning into this year's Jamboree. CJ is back. Is making his statement known. We will see you next time. What a night. What a match.